In this tutorial in Cyberlink PowerDirector, I'd like to give you some suggestions on working with the pan and zoom tool with video. I believe it's one of those tools that we overlook a lot that can really improve the quality of the story we're trying to tell as editors. Let me illustrate that. We have this clip of this guy, and you're going to see him in a few seconds walk through the door, wave to the receptionist at the left, and climb the stairs. But you'll notice that in order to shoot this, the cameraman has following him. And there's a limit as to what the cameraman can do with the actual camera to keep him as the tight focus of this very short clip. So let me play this for you. He goes through the door, waves to the left, and you'll see him climb the stairs. Now, when he's doing this, it's very difficult for the cameraman in the original footage to stay really tight on him. Look at the following clip where I've done some panning and zooming, and I compare the two on the same screen. How do you pan and zoom? Well, the easy way to do that is click on the clip and click on the edit button above the timeline, and then move to your pan and zoom controls. Now here I have to decide how tight I want the image to start on him. I'm going to tighten it up quite a bit in the first area, and then I just take the white ball in the center and move to where I want my focus to be. So that's where we're going to start. I don't need a lot more building. So then I click over in the timeline. I can click anywhere I want, and wherever I move the white circle in the middle is where the focus will be. Right now we'll stay there, and all I need to do is click to a different spot, and then the minute I move that, it will set a keyframe. This one's okay. We could adjust it a little to the right if I wanted to. And I'll just click a diamond just to keep a keyframe at this point. For me, I'd rather set too many than too few. Here he's walking through the door. I'll click here. There's another one. I'll just set one here. Click over here. Now I want to stay tight on him. He's the focus, not the receptionist. So we'll move over here. Keep it on him. Click over here. Make sure we stay focused on him. Click over here. And all you need to do is repeat the process as we're focusing more on him than the cameraman could do. Now here I want the anticipation, so we'll have the stairs to the left. I might even tighten this up a little bit more. Move over farther, and I'll just set a keyframe by clicking on the diamond on the left side. Now we're up the stairs. Now we have a limit here as to what we can do because not everything is in frame. We'll click here. Now I'm going to tighten it up even more because I'm not interested in his body, I'm interested in his head. I want people to focus on the intention of where he's going. And we'll put one here. And again, we're going to lead with space in front of him. He's moving to the right now. And we'll do that here as well. Okay, let's try that. And when we play this, just go back to the beginning. And you're going to see the preview in the upper right. So if I play this, much more tightly on him. Now, the one thing you have to be careful of is if you zoom in too tightly and your original frame rate or your resolution is not really good, it will look a little bit grainy, so there's a limit in terms of quality as to where you want to be. Let's click on OK, and let's look at this full screen. So if I play this again, so my focus is much more on my lead character here than it was before. So that's just something to consider. And you might want to use this slightly. You don't have to tighten up necessarily as much as I did to get the kind of effect you want. But don't be afraid to think about, do I need to do some panning and zooming when I'm tracking my talent as a video editor in my projects in CyberLink PowerDirector?